Good morning, children. Myself, Ira Tayal, your science teacher. Today, I am here, children, to explain you chapter 4, metals and non-metals. I hope you all are safe and sound at your home and doing well. So, I am going to start chapter 4, metals and non-metals. Children, as you know, that everything is made up of certain kinds of matter that we see all around us. Means we see a lot of things around us like table, chair, glass, pen, pencil. Do they all look same? No. They all are not same, but they all are made up of something. They all have weight and they all occupies space. And the thing which occupies space and has weight is known as matter. So we can say that the things we see around us are all matters, like chair. If I give you an example of chair, it occupies space and it has weight too. So, chair is a matter. In same way, eraser, bucket, shirt, spoon, all these are matters. Some matters exist in a pure form, means they are made up of single kind of substances. These kinds of matters which are made up of single substance and which cannot be split up into two or more substances by any chemical method is known as element. I repeat that a substance which cannot be split up into two or more substances by any method, by applying any chemical means, like by giving heat, by giving light, which cannot be break at all. These are known as elements. Elements can be of different types according to their properties, according to their physical properties, their chemical properties. We can divide these elements into different kinds. Like first, we have divided elements basically into three kinds. Number 1, metals. Number 2, non-metals. And number 3, metalloids. Now, what are these three kinds of elements? First, we will talk about metals. Metals are generally hard substances and they are shiny in appearance. If you look metals, they look shiny in appearance. So you can easily identify the shining, having shining on their surface, as well as the substances which are hard in appearance. They are all metals. See, exceptions are everywhere, but mostly the things which are hard and shiny in appearance, they are called metals. Now the second one is non-metal. Non-metal are not so hard, as well as they are not have shiny appearance. They are having dull appearance. These are called non-metals. Some examples of non-metals I can give you, like sulfur, phosphorus, hydrogen, oxygen. We are very familiar with these terms, you know. Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, all these are non-metals. Now the third category we have is of metalloids. Metalloids are those substances which possess some of the properties of metals and some of the properties of non-metals. Means they are a combined form of metals and non-metals, and we have divided them into a third category, which is of metalloids. Examples are arsenic, antimony, germanium, and many more. All these metals, non-metals, and metalloids look different from each other, physically as well as chemically. Physically means when we look them, their size, their shapes, their appearance, everything looks different. You can easily identify them, which one is metal, which one is non-metal, and which one is metalloid. And the main sources of all these metals and non-metals are earth itself. We obtain all these minerals from the earth. Those minerals from which metals can be extracted conveniently and profitably are called ores. We call them ores.